that view. It's a neat little view of our Dyson Sphere popping out from behind the planet. All right, let's go see how that has affected our fuel rod production. Because we should have, in theory, a lot more deuterium at this point.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
We do. That's good. There's another thing I need to check on. What was it? Right, titanium alloy. Where were we bringing titanium alloy in at? Were we bringing titanium alloy in at anywhere at all? I could have swore we were. Ah, over here. Yeah, it was being funneled into here, where it was being distributed over, basically just over here, where the things were. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at our ship requirements. What will we need to build these ships? This was what my original plan for today was going to be. We need these reinforced thrusters. Right. And processors. And particle containers. Oh, no.
Research complete.
Getting all of these things in one place is going to be a pain. All right, we may be able to get the reinforced thrusters. Let's see. Up here we have a planetary logistics center somewhere. Here. We could bring in... Oh, look at that. We actually have a full depot. Nice. Okay. Processors, particle containers. I think particle containers are going to be the hard one because they're just being built here. This is the only place that's using particle containers right now.
Insufficient materials.
And I guess we could use another logistics station. I don't know how I feel about these logistics stations. I feel like using them is eventually going to come back and bite me. I don't quite know how, but I don't know. It's just the way that I'm feeling right now.
Insufficient materials.
What are we struggling with here? Iron, you say? Why did my iron run out? That's a little bit problematic. Let's take a small detour. We can solve this. It's just gonna be a bit of a pain. We want a gap here, yeah. And this guy will produce iron from. There we go. I like how spastic I am. I was gonna do other things, but I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have any iron here, and now I have to go solve that problem. Our homeworld is struggling with basic resources. I will admit that. That is a sad reality of this stage of the game. Eventually, we'll probably have to move a lot of our basic mining stuff off-world, which will give us a lot of extra space, but we'll start to have some problems. I'm hoping that we can at least finish our Dyson Sphere before that. It's, gonna be a bit of a challenge, though.
Replication complete.
So we are going to have to put more iron into this system. We're not mining it fast enough.
Replication complete.
I mean, we can do that. There are other iron sites on the map. They're just kind of far away. Actually, this one's not far. But that one's already tapped. We could just use this. This isn't really doing anything else right now. There we go. Yeah, let's go get a few hundred more belts so we can just kind of attach that up. It might be a bad idea in the long run. We're going to be burning through those resources quite quickly, but, I mean, it is what it is. I can never find where I'm producing belts. I know it's in this area somewhere. I mean, they're just going to get transported to my inventory, so we could wait. There it is. 1200.
Flight mode.
Also, while we're looking over here, what's the big malfunction over here? Oh, it's just backed up. We're just not producing
Flight mode.
these guys fast enough. It's because of the deuterium fuel rods. Okay, yeah, that makes
Flight
sense.
mode.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, back to what I was doing. You? No. You. We're going to take you on a little adventure. This is extremely wasteful, but that's okay. Where we're going, we don't need perfection. I said this many times before. I'm not really here to be the most efficient ever.
Mineral depleted.
I'm just here to chill and, you know, enjoy the game. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm sure people, anybody who's still watching this series after almost 47 hours know that the things that I do are not going to be perfect. Not even close. Not even a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now we can put another row along here. Yeah, that's fine. And honestly, we're probably just going to connect this right onto the output belt. Because I might as well, yeah? Why not? Will this cause problems later on if I decide to do something else with this? Probably. But that's okay. There we go. Excellent. All right. Now let's go hook that into our system. Got to keep things flowing after all. Yeah, so here. 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 I guess we could just bring it here. This is all stopgap solutions to problems. But that's okay. There we go. So that should pick this up. And then that should also go down here. And then it should split here and here. Yeah. Excellent. How does our supply of these things look? These things. The accumulators. That's what they're called. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, here's the important thing to keep in mind about this. Eventually, we will get, like, a large amount of them. We're exporting them with energy in them, and we're importing the empty ones. And then they should, like, flow back into the system to be charged once again. In theory. In practice, who the heck knows? I think I'm getting sidetracked again. Yeah, so Corvettes. Yeah, remember Corvettes? I remember Corvettes.
Mineral depleted.
So we need to build these reinforced thrusters. Which I don't really know how many reinforced thrusters we need. I mean, I guess I could look. We only need one compared to everything else, which we need 2 and 3 of. So we may not have to build a lot of reinforced thrusters. We really do need to expand our deuterium. But we'll deal with that later. For now, we're paving over this once beautiful Mediterranean world. We're filling it with pink. Look at all that pink. It was a little bit wasteful, but that's okay. All right. For now, we're just going to build 5 of these. So, I don't see a reason not to pull from here. Our proliferator is having problems. But let's not worry about that right now. All right. I'm just gonna send this down the way. We probably could have just pulled from here, but I'm going to wrap this around and do another line of deuterium rods eventually. So I don't really want to cause... I don't want to cause future me problems. That would be irresponsible of me. All right. We'll just park that there, I guess. All right, you. First of all, I need drones for you. Where? There. We'll just do 20. And also, I want you to grab these. Zero available routes. Oh, wait, no. This isn't a planetary logistics station, not one of those. So are we gonna build another planetary logistics station here?
Replication complete.
Yeah. Apparently. Why not? They might have uses in the future, I don't know. This is so scuffed. Whatever, it's fine, don't worry about it. Here, we can also demand other things here that we'll need, like processors. We'll need processors eventually. And what was the other thing that we needed? The weird the strange matter. I think that was what we were going, or the particle containers. I think that's the one that we were going to a distribution center in. Or not distribution center, but yeah. Whatever you want to call it. I might be a little bit unhinged. It's okay. We're doing a good job. Or something. I know people don't like when I do this because, like, it, like, uses more power, but come on. We have an entire star's worth of power. Power efficiency isn't exactly something that we're worried about right now. We're at, like, what? What efficiency are we actually at? Or not efficiency, but, like, capacity? I need to actually find a power generator to see that. Grid load 100%? That doesn't sound right. I think it's because the accumulator only pulls what you need. Or the ray receivers. Also, we haven't been researching anything this entire time. What do we want to research? You know what? We were talking about them earlier. Let's go ahead and research... Not that. Let's go ahead and research these guys. Why not? We'll build a few of them bad boys. Not right now, though. We have other things to worry about. All right. So, yeah, now we're getting processors. We're getting engines. Processors and engines. We already have the titanium alloy. So then it's just the particle containers. And we can bring them in over here, maybe? I don't actually know what range the things work. Alright, let's go over to the particle containers. Here. These should have a pretty decent range at this point. I've been doing my upgrades. Yeah, they can reach.
Flight mode.
Alright, so with particle containers, engines, you know, we could probably also demand titanium alloy here. Not storage, demand. We may need more logistics drones. We may need more logistics drones for this. We're out of steel.
Mineral depleted.
Okay. We can go grab some steel real quick. And while we're waiting for those to build, what the heck is going on with my proliferator? I'm out of green proliferator? I'm out of yellow proliferator. I'm out of coal. That's a bit of a problem. There's no easily accessed coal in this area either. I mean, can't I just like... Yeah, but can't I just like... I hate this. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Oh my. I am creating so many nightmares for the future. It's great. I love it. Huh, that's wild. We're actually demanding so much stuff that it doesn't have the power.
Replication.
That's kind of
complete.
funny. Alright, folks. I'm out of graphene. It's not how I was going to continue that statement, but also it's a factual statement. I am no longer out of graphene. So I believe that the build for the destroyers is very similar. Yeah, the only difference is we need strange matter instead of the particle containers, and we need the sphere component frame materials rather than the alloys. The funny thing is that we're building the frame materials right here. It's literally being built right down the street. And if we double this up, maybe put in like a storage area. Where is this being stored at anyway? It's being stored over here. We do need to double that up. We do need a lot more frame material. Then all we have to do is figure out an easy way to get the weird matter over here. And we'll be good to go. The weird matter is going to be... Well, it's going to be weird, though, because we're not actually producing enough of it as it is. It's actually a bit of a problem.
Replication complete.
But we can at least build a crap ton of Corvettes. And honestly, that's a good start. So let's go ahead and start building a crap ton of Corvettes, shall we? I don't know if 10 is not enough or too many, but it's what we're going to start with.
Research complete.
Wait, what was the other part of that tech? It said something else about, like, setting supply and demand goals. I don't know. Whatever, it's probably not important. Why does this gotta be awkward? Why can't this just work? It's funny, it can go straight up. I know it can go straight up, but it's still being weird. So, here's a problem that I didn't quite factor in. These take 4 ingredients, and I can only put on 3 on one side. Ooh. Okay. Well, it's going to be a little bit weird, but we can still make this work. We just have to go this way. With one of them. Okay. So, I'm starting to think I'm not making enough engines, but that's okay. We can always add more production there. There's enough room. There we go. Excellent. And just like that, we have fighter production. Well, maybe we're actually producing enough engines. As I mentioned, like, the engines are what we need the fewest parts of. So I would expect to need the fewest amount of assemblers for them. We'll see if that's actually true. Can't do any more combat drone upgrades. We could do space fleet expansion. I wonder if combat drone... I mean, it doesn't really matter. We need the universe matrices for that. Which is not really something that we've been focusing too much on. We haven't really been focusing on, like, finalizing our research. So, universe matrices here, this is, like, what we're going for, right? This is, like, the main goal of the game. The ultimate product of the theory of everything. Like, this is what makes us win the game. This is literally just, like, congratulations, you win. Mission completed. To do that, to produce those, we need every single cube, plus we need a dollop of dark matter. And in order to get a dollop of dark matter, we need these particle colliders, which is the next research. And then I don't know what the heck this is, but it allows us to produce antimatter
Extraterrestrial
fuel,
dark fog is assaulting.
which we can plug into an artificial star, which produces a fair amount of energy. We already have 300 ships. Think about that for a second. That's a lot of boats. That's a lot of spaceships. I wonder if we have enough yet. Somehow I doubt it. Somehow I doubt we have enough ships. We could test them out. I mean,
Cruise mode.
we're not going to be losing anything except a bunch of ships. How many ships? A couple. Actually, I should just go grab all the ships in that storage thing, huh? Because they are like the basic weakest ships.
Cruise ended.
Not here.
Flight mode.
We need to do something about that yellow tech too. That yellow tech's been limping along for a long time. It is the thing holding us back. Oh, it's one of the many things that are holding us back. Here, we'll just grab all of these. There we go. That may not even be enough.
Cruise
It's
mode.
okay. We'll go try it out. Look, there's only 214 dark fog units there. There's not that many dark fog units there, right? So how do I do this? I think I can, like, order them around. $400 is probably enough, but it'll be close. Maybe. Go get them. I don't really want to fly into the dark fog. I thought there was a way to just kind of send them forth. Go forth, young spaceships. There we go. Go forth, young spaceships. I don't think they could go that far. I thought they could. Yeah, looking at that number go down. Now, we are losing ships. They're being replenished just as quickly, though. At the moment, anyhow. You love space combat? I wish... I mean, I could get closer. I'm just a big scaredy cat. I don't want to die. It's not exactly the most riveting of space combats. unfortunately reached the point where it's so trivial you can walk into a hive and it dies. Yeah. I'm sure we'll reach that point eventually, too. We certainly can do that with weaker hives. Deltrust, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We still have a fair number of ships here.
Mineral depleted.
They are running out of They're running out of aircraft, though. The fewer ships they have, the less damage we'll take. In theory. Can I, like... Oh, it's actually... I think it's using... Oh, maybe it's not using those first. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know what's going on. I know I'm, like, drifting into the star, though. That's a little bit, Let's not. Let's not drift into the sun and say we did. That would be great. Where did our fleet go? Been working, so I have to keep you muted, but I've been watching for a couple hours. Haven't played in a few months, but got really deep, like level 100 vein utilization. I'm not even close to that. I'm nowhere near getting that much vein utilization. But it's nice to hear from you. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. It may just take some time. I think I'm on, like, a weird, like, angle of the plane. Here, let me get into, like, a better angle. I did do a lot of damage to the Dark Fog. They've lost about half of their fleet. They had a much larger fleet. But I do appreciate it, Deltrus, and it's okay if you have me muted. It's not a big deal. We're just here for the fun of things. Pretty sure your factory is extremely close to running out of the funny magnets, so the only thing you're getting is vein utilization. Yeah. What armor level and such do you have at the moment? Let's take a look real quick if we can do so. Let's see. I think my personal shields are up here. I don't actually have that high of a level of energy shield. I'm only at level 3. Which is why I'm kind of trying to stay out of it a little bit. I should probably do those upgrades when I get the chance. Yeah, that's the be careful level. Yeah. We'll get there. Pretty soon we'll be fighting the bad boys. You're doing the right thing, though. Flybys are how to do it at this point. I appreciate it. I can't remember where I heard of this. It might have been a Nerdy Dragon stream. Nerdy Dragon is another person who streams Dyson Sphere Program from time to time. And I think he did a whole thing about how to fight the Dark Fog in space. And that's where I've kind of picked this up. But unfortunately, we may not actually have enough ships for this. I wonder if we could, like, lure away their ships from their defenses. Maybe in another timeline. I mean, we have more than enough ships, so I'm not too concerned. And now that we've automated production, I can just go back and pick up some more. Have I played the game before, or am I pretty new? I've played the game before, but I would definitely not consider myself an expert at the game. I played the game way back when it first came out. I built a Dyson Sphere back then, and you need to back away a little bit. We're getting a little bit too close. But I didn't really touch the game again for a couple of years, and definitely not with the Dark Fog. So that's all new to me. See, I can't really see how close we are to everything. Never got super far back then, but you did have one Dark Fog save. I have to check the hours on it. 1,014 hours overall in the game, though. That's significantly more than me. I think I'm hovering at... Oh, I mean, I can just go check real quick. It's not like we're doing anything but hanging out and watching the fireworks. Let's see. Dyson Sphere Program. I am at 198 hours. I believe I built my first Dyson Sphere in... I want to say it took me about 120 hours to build it. We're doing much better this time. We're doing a lot better this time. I will say that. Yeah, so that seems to have worked out a whole lot better, kind of luring the ships away from the Dark Fog. But we are going to have to go in. Oh, this plane... This orbital plane is so weird, especially because we're not, like... Where the heck even are we? I'm pretty sure we're drifting into the sun again. We are. Alright, let's kind of reconvene and adjust our plans a little bit here. Here, we'll stop as Volson 1.
Cruise ended.
There we go. Just to kind of make sure that we're still on the same page. And we're not at risk of falling into the sun. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we should be able to target the hive directly now. They're going to take a lot of damage from the static defenses. The static defenses are actually extremely powerful. But it shouldn't be quite so bad now that the worst of it's gone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're doing some damage. Game ticks 409, 34, 48, 409 hours in Dark Fog. A lot of your time was leaving the game running while working and just quickly dealing with any attacks from the fog. Surprised you don't have more hours. Power capacity for the spheres is a lot of watts. Ooh, I'm getting really close. Let's not get close. Although we are picking them apart. We may be okay to go in. I'm not gonna risk it though. You see the game ticks in the load game and you think in the save as well? $44.18, $47.16 is how many hours I have in the game. It's not quite an hour by hour thing. You know what? Let's see what kind of chaos we can cause. Let's see how much damage we take if we get close to this thing. I think we're probably okay now. Maybe not. Well, I'm not being shot at, so that's good. You don't know how to read the ticks because you're at 44 hours. Or it would be a lot more than 1,000 hours. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. At the very least, it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio. Someone could probably do the math on it. Okay, well, I may not have the damage capacity to be doing that much here.
Dark Fog Hive Fort destroyed.
Yeah, get wrecked, Dark Hive Fog. Yeah, get wrecked, Dark Fog. Finally. Now we just gotta clean up the mess. This was a fairly starved hive, though. I think the only resources it was getting was power from the Dyson Sphere. Because we were pretty diligent in taking out all of the landers before they got established. But it is nice to finally get rid of this thing. Not that it really did anything, it was just inconvenient to fly around. Especially with my one planet so close to it. This planet pretty much flew underneath it, like, for large periods of time. I wish there was a way to salvage this debris. I feel like it should be possible. It's not. It's not possible, at least from my understanding of the game. But it should be possible. Because taking these out is an achievement. They're hard to take out until you get established. And especially if they're established.
Mineral
There we go.
depleted.
Alright, just a few extra pieces left, and we should be good. Huh. It's gone! It's gone! Beautiful. Now all of this delicious power is mine. Now we have other Dark Fog to deal with. Also, I'm out of energy. When did that happen? Well, you know, at least I solved the problem. Let's sit back and get refueled. Probably should have made sure I haven't had enough fuel before I went on this endeavor, but hey, I didn't get punished for it, so we're good. Alright, as long as we make it back home, that's the important part.